Two giants in email marketing, one ultimate showdown. Which platform has the edge, Activecampaign or Mailchimp? On one side, the automation powerhouse Activecampaign, on the other, the user-friendly favorite Mailchimp. Let's move past the marketing fluff and dig into what really matters. We'll score each category, features, pricing, ease of use, and more to reveal the true winner. The champion might just surprise you. So here's the game plan. Let's break things down by price, automation power, analytics, ease of use, integrations, support, and scalability. We're diving into all the stuff that actually matters when you're picking your next marketing sidekick. Okay, starting off with price, Activecampaign's pricing is kinda like a multi-layered cake. It's got all these tiers for different features, and yeah, you can save a bit if you pay annually. But heads up, there's no fully free plan. On the flip side, Mailchimp, they make it almost too easy for newbies. There's a free tier that covers up to 500 contacts, and it's super affordable for small lists. Sure, costs pick up quickly once you grow, but in the battle of the budget, Mailchimp keeps things way simpler and cheaper for beginners. So Mailchimp takes the win here. Now, automation power, this is where it gets seriously interesting. Activecampaign is like the mad scientist's lab of automation, conditional logic, goals, split automations, you name it. You basically get a full-blown CRM thrown in, which is wild. But fair warning, the deep stuff does have a learning curve. Mailchimp does offer automation templates, and super basic workflows make setup a breeze so you won't get lost. But if you want anything beyond the basics, you're gonna hit the ceiling pretty quick. Advanced branching? Not really, and definitely no CRM level stuff, so for automation maniacs, Activecampaign wins hands down. Let's jump into analytics and reporting. So Activecampaign, this thing gives you all the good stuff, whether it's campaign insights, contact level details, or tracking your automations. It's almost scary how much you can see. There's even attribution if you need to know where every lead came from, but the juiciest analytics do only come on higher plans. Meanwhile, Mailchimp, it's got clear, super readable reports, and the dashboard is great if you just want to know what's working at a glance. Little limited if you want to nerd out on segmentation or see user journeys though. Bottom line, if you're hungry for data, Activecampaign is your best friend here. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Mailchimp actually started as a side project back in 2001? And get this, they didn't even get their famous chimp mascot until 6 years later. How wild is that? Alright, ease of use. This is a big one because nobody wants a tool they can't figure out. Activecampaign absolutely bombards you with tutorials, and the interface makes sense after you learn it, but in the beginning, yeah, it can feel like drinking from a fire hose. Now Mailchimp? Seriously, anyone can jump in and be sending out emails in 5 minutes? The drag and drop builder is just so intuitive. Experts might find it a little basic, but for the average person, Mailchimp definitely takes this one. Integrations and ecosystem, let's go there. Activecampaign is kind of a powerhouse here. You get thousands of integrations, native CRM, SMS, sales features all tied right in. Just a heads up though. A few integrations are only on higher tier plans. Mailchimp shoots back with a solid ecosystem, lots of popular app connections, great for plugging into e-commerce or your socials, but if you want that deep CRM-style connection, you're not really gonna find it here. So if you need tons of connections and features, Activecampaign wins out. Let's talk support and community. Activecampaign brings out the big guns, 24/7 chat and email, personal onboarding for most plans, and a super deep knowledge base. But kinda weirdly, there's no phone support on basic plans. Mailchimp's got email and chat, plus loads of learning resources, but phone support only exists if you go premium, and honestly, help can be pretty slow if you're on the free plan. So for support you can actually count on, Activecampaign leads the way. Last up, scalability. So Activecampaign was basically built to handle businesses that are growing like crazy. Got a list into the millions, it's ready. Of course, as your list grows, so will your bill, just something to keep in mind. But if you're a small business or you only need a simple setup, Mailchimp is rock solid. It's just, as you grow, you'll pretty quickly find the limits in terms of automation and features. In the end, for scaling ambitious teams, Activecampaign is the clear winner. If you map these two out by all those categories, pricing, features, support, all that, you'd basically see Mailchimp dominating the user-friendliness zone, while Activecampaign is just off the charts for automations, growth, and pro tools. Alright, so wrapping it up, if you want pure power like automations that make your head spin and a built-in CRM, Activecampaign is your answer. But if you're looking for the quickest way to send a great-looking campaign on a budget with almost no learning curve, Mailchimp's hard to beat, especially when you're just starting out. If you found this helpful, stick around, subscribe so you never miss a breakdown like this.